Hi, hello, and welcome to today's video. My name is Courtney. Today's video is one that has been a very long time in the making. I am going to be taking you around Cedar Point, one of the top amusement parks in the world, and showing you everything you need to know. Okay, so I have three main kind of like goals with this video. The first is to show you all of just like the best, most important things that you need to know. The second is like the hidden gems, and that includes the things that are hidden that you might not necessarily like see, but also the things that you see but may not realize how cool or worth your time that they are. And then the third is things that are new, which I'll essentially be discovering along the way. I have my amazing boyfriend Alex here today to help film this video. But yeah, I have been coming to Cedar Point since my parents have been bringing me to Cedar Point since I was 4 years old. I know this place like the back of my hand. This is a video I've had in mind for literally years now. I actually started filming it last year, didn't end up posting it. All right, so if you want to know the ins and outs of Cedar Point, we are finally here to film, put together this video. I am very excited. So without further ado, let's go. Alright, so behind me is a ride called Sky Ride, and it's fun because it's, just a nice little ride that takes you from one area of the park to another, which, it's always convenient. However, the reason I recommend it is because it is probably one of the, if not the best view in the park, hands down. Alright, so we are currently here on the map, and we're going to take a little detour and go here on the map. It's a place I have never been for lunch, or I've never been to eat before. We're going to go there for lunch, hopefully, if they've got stuff that looks interesting and exciting. But yeah, let's go eat. Alright, so this whole area here used to be a ride in this area. It was called Wicked Twister. It was one of my favorite rides. It was my favorite for a very long time. And they took it down at the end of last year. Last year was its final season. So like I mentioned, I did start filming this video last year, so some footage in this video is footage from last year, and so if you happen to notice in the background, that's how, just a sneaky little way you'll know what I filmed this year and last year. But yeah, I'm very interested to see what they build here in the next couple years, I'm guessing. There are 3 exits in the park, so this is where we're at on the map. And this is where we are here, and this exit takes you to the hotel and the beach. Okay, so Cedar Point does have a hotel. They used to actually have two. It's just one now. It's called the Hotel Breakers, and they make changes to it pretty much every year, so it's usually like very up to date. It's a fun place to stay. My family loves it. And Alex and I will actually be back here a little bit later this summer with my family. And so I am more than happy to do a follow-up video if you have questions about the hotel, if you want to see inside the hotel. If you have questions left after watching this video, let me know in the comments because I will happily do a part 2 of this. But yeah, great hotel. I love it. Honestly, one of my favorite parts about this place, I think, is just how much there is to do. So growing up, my family would come and we would stay for like 4 or 5 nights in a row. And I'm sure that sounds insanely excessive, but because they have the beach, they have a water park, they have multiple water rides in the actual park itself, aside from the entirely separate water park. And so it just gives you the ability to do things like have a water park day where just the whole day all you do is go to the water park, or have a beach day where my family, we would love to wake up, go into the park early, because if you stay at the hotel you can get into the park an hour earlier than like the general crowd, and there are certain rides that are open. It's usually like the most popular rides. Go on those, and then we might leave and just go sit on the beach all day and read, go get food, maybe just go in the park in the evening. It just gives you the ability to come here and be in more of a relaxed environment, as opposed to like wanting to like go and do things, especially if you come for just the day. So that's personally why I love it. The beach itself has honestly drastically improved over the years. It really just used to be a beach, but now they will bring out like cornhole games, they have volleyball nets, a bunch of different other like beach type games. Like I think they'll set up limbo and stuff like that in the little pavilion that's over here. I'll show you. We'll switch up angles. This little pavilion that's behind me, they'll have a live band come throughout the day. Like I want to say maybe like every hour on the hour, they'll perform for like half an hour or something like that. Obviously I don't know their schedule off the top of my head, but this is one of my favorite places to come, get a drink from the bar behind me and sit here with my family and just enjoy the outdoors, listen to some good music, sip on some drinks. I personally absolutely love it. All right, let's go back in the park. Like I said, if you want to know more about the beach and the fun stuff that goes on, like once summer really gets into the swing of things, and stuff inside the hotel, let me know. All right, we're back in the park. Cedar Point has a lot of different food places. Now, food is pricey. That is one of the biggest things that I will say, but there are a lot of choices. So one fun one I personally love is Melt Bar and Grill. It is a Cleveland staple, Cleveland restaurant, and I think it's super cool that they have one inside of the park. It's a lot of really good melt sandwiches, hence the name. But yeah, highly recommend this place. And they give you the ability to split their sandwiches, and they're massive. Definitely recommend that as well. So I mentioned there being 3 exits. We are currently here on the map, and that is right over here by exit 2. If you go out this exit, you will end up near, you can go back to the hotel, but you can also go to the water park. So if you are curious about the water park, would like me to show a little bit of inside the water park, let me know, because I will happily do that, like I said, when we come back. But then opposite, when you walk in this entrance, or just like right across from where we're sitting, there is this barbecue place over here that I've personally never been here. I haven't eaten here yet. I will try to this summer, but in the summer at night, there's string lights out here in their little outdoor patio area, and they have live bands, live music, and it's really cute. It looks really fun and pretty and like a nice place to hang out and eat some food. And then over here, we're gonna walk towards this area. There's a couple kiddie areas. There's a new ride I've personally never been on, so let's go do that. So this area starts the beginning of what is called their frontier town, and in this area specifically, from over here all through around here, from the end of May to like mid-June is one of my favorite events, and it's called the Frontier Festival. And there will be a bunch of local breweries and places set up that you buy tickets, and you use those tickets for drinks, for food, a lot of different barbecue type food. It's a lot of fun. It'll be going on when I'm here again later this summer. There'll be live music there. So if you'd like me to show some of that, let me know. So this back here is Steel Vengeance. It is their newest, biggest, and baddest roller coaster. It's actually a hybrid coaster, which means all of the track is wood, all of the like outer building is wood, and then the track itself is steel, which is what makes it a hybrid coaster. But my personal favorite part is if you walk through back in that corner is my personal favorite haunted house. Every year around Halloween time, that's the ride you hear in the background. Every year around Halloween time, Cedar Point does something called Halloweenends, where the whole place is decked out for Halloween. There's haunted houses. There's just tons of fun stuff going on. I love Halloween, so it is my favorite time of year here. And the haunted house back there is called Deprivation, so it is complete darkness and black. And there's just like different textured stuff as you walk. It's very cool. It's super fun. And I will definitely be back here later at the end of the season for Halloweenends. All right, so here is a train station. Take note, I will come back to this later. All right, our first new thing. This looks totally different. There used to be a car ride here, like the vintage cars, and now it is something called the Big Cedar Farm. There's some live music going on. It looks like there's areas that would have like fire pits in the middle and some food. Oh, how cool. Oh yeah, we've seen brisket, we've seen hush puppies. We'll be back. Ice cold beer. So then in this building here is another one of my absolute favorite haunted houses. And then this swing ride, I just feel like it's underrated. It is another beautiful, great view of the park. So we are on the Frontier Trail, and this trail has some of my favorite hidden gems in the whole park, starting out with this animal area where there are a bunch of super cute fun animals. Oh my god, it's so cute. Obviously all of the animals are not out for the season, I assume, but this is such a fun place to come because you can feed the animals. Oh my god, look at it. Holy crap. Okay, so this next area we're going is in here, across from the animals. But it's somewhere that if you didn't really know that it's over here, it's super easy to miss. And it's called the Forbidden Frontier. Okay, so it's actually apparently closed until June 6th, but once it does open for the summer, it's pretty cool on the inside, so I will have to come back and show you, I guess. Alright, so tip we've learned today is that right in the beginning of the season is not the greatest time to come because there's a lot that's not open, but one of my absolute favorite hidden gems is this candle shop right here because you get to make your own candles, and it's just so much fun getting to dip and create your own candles, and it's also rather inexpensive as well. I want to say it's like $4, but this is the rest of Frontier Town. It's really fun during Halloween weekends. This whole area is a scare zone, and there's also a lot of really fun mixed drinks that you can buy while you're walking along here. There's a couple little bar areas. One of them last year came in a blood bag. Another one, it came in a glass, but then it had a syringe full of red stuff in it. It was a lot of fun. How's the drink?
Fucking good, mate.
Alright, remember how I mentioned the train station? That train station? Yeah, alright. Here's another train station in a different area of the park. We're gonna hop on this. It's gonna take us back to that other train station, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so we're now back at the point that I told you to remember. It is the other train station. And so the first part of the ride is just nice, scenic, pretty. And now for the second part of the ride, it's going to be a bit interesting. Also, oh, I already have some color. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so this area here is a great spot in the park. On the left here, we have this main stage, and this area has honestly changed a lot throughout the years, but the main thing that they've always done is like a show in the evening that's full of dancing, singing, music, all that. It's super fun. But nowadays, they've always got someone out on this little main stage. Like, they'll have DJs going throughout the day. They'll have them do sets throughout the day. And then on this side, as well as like a little bit up ahead there, they have a bunch of food trucks, and so you can get food from these different food trucks, sit here in this little area and enjoy the food. And my boyfriend and I, we love food trucks, so this area this summer, I'm very excited for us to get to stop out. And I think they might change them. I don't know if they change them every season or how that works, like if the food truck is here all year, if they change by the week, by the month, I'm not really sure. But like, if you like food trucks, fun place for food. Okay, so I did realize that one of the food trucks was a food truck I ate at last year, so I'm guessing they probably get contracts for the year, the summer. Still not sure how it works, but it was here all last summer, and it's here again, so. So we are back at the buckets. This is the main aisleway here that we are about to walk down. And off to the left here is one of the gift shops right there. That there is one of the main gift shops. There are a lot of gift shops throughout the park, okay? Like a lot. But what's cool is like they're all different. So like this gift shop here is kind of the main one. It's got a lot of generic stuff, but then it's also got a bunch of like throwback stuff, so throwback t-shirts for rides that are no longer here, rides that are no longer rides. Over by Maverick, it's like Frontier Trail themed, Frontier Town themed, Maverick themed. Over by Gatekeeper, it's like Gatekeeper themed. So that's kind of fun and a good reason to stop in each of the gift shops. Like, I could legitimately do an entire video on just the gift shops here because there's so many. Okay, so across from here is the third exit of exits that I mentioned. And if you go out that exit is a restaurant called Famous Dave's. It is the #1 restaurant food place here that I recommend going to because it is just absolutely amazing, delicious barbecue. They actually sell their barbecue sauces in grocery stores around Ohio. So if you see them, if you see Famous Dave's, 10 out of 10 recommend. Okay, so this used to be a Peanuts themed gift shop, like it was mostly for kids and stuff, so I'm very interested to see what Peanuts at the Point is, but it says coming soon. This arcade here, this arcade is epic. You could literally spend hours here, which is another reason that I say that coming here for multiple days is just like, it just makes sense because you could literally spend days here. There's an entire wall of just pinball machines. And over here on the right is the Raptor. This is my personal favorite ride. If you like going upside down, it does so 6 times. So you may have noticed that we've passed a multitude of theaters throughout this trip, and one of the most hidden gems, the best parts of Cedar Point, are their shows. They do live shows with singing, dancing, and growing up, my dream job was actually I wanted to work behind the scenes and help pick out and design costumes and do makeup and hair for these shows, especially the ones that they do around Halloween weekends. They change them for Halloween time. But yeah, so the Jack Aldridge Theater's here. We've passed a couple of the theaters throughout this video, and those are definitely a little bit of a hidden gem. But once we pass it, this is my most favorite tasty hidden gem, and it is this French Quarters Confections dessert shop. We're going in here. Just kidding, we're not going in here. Okay, joke's on me. I guess it doesn't open until probably later in the season either. But that means I will have to come back and get some delicious desserts later on this year. But with that being said, that brings us back to the front of the park here. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. I will happily do a follow-up video and answer any questions you have, as well as show you anything in depth that you want to see more of. But if you enjoyed this video, it would mean the world to me if you would give it a thumbs up, because that super supports me, as well as subscribe, because then you can stick around for the future follow-up videos that I have, as well as all of my weekly vlogs, which I do every week. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I massively appreciate you. I hope you learned something from this video. Like I said, if you have questions, please let me know. I will happily answer them. And I thank you again. I will see you in the next one. Bye!